So first, you got to figure out what the biggest issues are. Guys, you got to pay off debt, baby. That's the the collector is here and it's time to pay. Okay, now the biggest things that you guys got to want to pay off first are collections and then bills that have been going for longer. The longer the bill, the worse it's fucking you up in your credit score. Okay,
and credit cards too.
Yes, yeah, exactly, with credit cards. So first, let's start with collections. If something went into collections, quite frankly, all I got to tell you is stupid, because it's been probably past 150 days. The person that lent it, whatever it was, a credit card company, whatever it was, a financing company, whatever it is, the lender was like, all right, I give up. I'm just going to I'm going to sell this debt off to some third party. You know, they're going to give it for like, hey, let's say that you owe them like $10,000. They're going to give it to this debt company for like $1,000. And then that debt company is going to just harass you, knock on doors, call you. Hey, I need this money. You owe me $10,000, even though they bought the debt for only like, 1/10 of that. But they're just trying to make
something from it.
They're just trying to make something from it. So you can use that to your advantage. And what you can do is you can actually negotiate with them when they call. Most people avoid the bill collector guys and the collection agencies. You actually want to like work a deal with them, because they're going to be a lot more amenable to work with you, because they just want some kind of money. They don't want to take a loss. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can call them, work out a payment plan. And also what you could do is, people don't know this, you can call the collection company and be like, hey, listen, I'll pay you. Let's say you owe them $1,000. Listen, I don't got 1,000, but I got 500 for you.
Yep.
I'll pay you 500. Can you guys remove this off my credit history?
Boom.
And they might do it. Guys, they might do it, and if they say no, then boom, call back another day and talk to someone else, because some money is better than no money. Okay, so that's a little trick that you can do. So collections, you want to get rid of that crap first, okay? Because that's dinging you bad. That's dinging you really, really bad when it goes into collections. All right. Next is 90 days, then 60 days, then 30 days. Okay. Now, I will pay off anything that's 90 days delinquent, and then work your way back down. Now, little tip for you guys: anything that's 30 days, the credit companies don't start to report a delinquency until it's about over 30 days over.
Yep.
So if you're 10 days late, 15 days late, whatever, all you got to really worry about sometimes is maybe like a late fee. And if you call a credit card company, be like, they'll get rid of it, bro. They don't want to lose you as a customer, because shit happens. Hey, I didn't even know. That's why I highly suggest, guys, you put your stuff on recurring auto pay. Just put your stuff on recurring auto pay, especially like light bills, anything else like that. If you could put it on recurring, always do that. Okay. And then with your credit cards, like, your top 3 credit cards that you use, put recurring auto pay for the bare minimum at least, guys. Because remember, you don't necessarily have to pay the bill in full every month, because I know some guys might not be able to do that. You just need to pay something.
Yep.
Okay. It's when you don't pay that issues arise.
Guys, I have never missed a payment in the 6 years I've been in America. You know why? I'd rather go hungry than not pay my credit. Because I know, for a matter of fact, at what point are you not equipped enough to pay your bills? You might lose your job. I'm just saying to you, at this point, guard it with your life. And for example, let's say you do go into collections, right? Understandably, things happen in life. You can't always control your outcomes. Pay off. Make a phone call, like Myron said. Hey, you know what? I've only got $500. It's 1,000. Could we work with this number? And this money, they actually will work with you. So make sure you always pay collections no matter what. Even your medical bills. I know some people here in the States, they've been in an accident and they got like a, what do you call that truck? The fire truck, whatever.
The ambulance.
The ambulance charges you
a lot of money.
A lot of money. And people don't know about it. They're like, yeah, I had an accident 2 years ago. Why is this on my credit? Bro, those emergency health bills, they add up.
Yeah.
And they stay on your credit. So guys, very important. Look at your score.
And it probably went to collections.
Yeah, figure out what's there and pay that shit off. I know sometimes people say, oh, write a letter, to the company, whatever. And if they don't respond, you'll be fine. But at the same time, it's like, yo, just pay it off, man. Like, if you got the money,
pay
bro,
something, dude.
Yeah. And it's very important, guys. Become debt-free, man. Become debt-free.
Yeah.
I can't stress enough, right? When you're debt-free, you don't want that shit on your credit anyway, because it's gonna tarnish you. So just pay for your stuff.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
might as well.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing, right? So again, just a quick little recap, right? Because we're growing up to almost 4,000 live viewers for some of those guys that just joined us. Number 1, why you need good credit: get better interest rate, save hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime to pay lower premiums, be able to move into better places. Job opportunities will not allow you if you have a shitty credit score.
Better rates on cars,
better
houses,
better rates on cars, houses, assets, etc. And then in general, putting less money down if you're going to move into a home or to move into an apartment. You know what I'm saying? The United States revolves on credit, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just does. So you need to have a good credit score. That's number 1. Bang. That's why you need to have a good credit score. Number 2, you need to get get a. Oh, we didn't even talk about. We skipped a step.
Oh, we did.
We didn't talk about how for them to get credit, and how to either get credit or
Oh yeah, we did.
or when they don't have credit. All right, so
Okay, we'll go back.
Let's go back. Hold on. Let's rewind.
We're jumping. We're jumping the gun, bro.
Yeah, we're jumping the gun, guys. Okay, so number one, so now you know why you need to have credit.
Yeah.
Why you need to have credit. So number one is you need to figure out your credit score, right? Where you stand, right?
Mhm.
So the basis of why you need to have good credit. Now, number one, you need to figure out your credit score. You go on IDIQ, you check out what your credit score is. You see all the issues and all the dings in your credit.
And you deal with it.
Credit card debt, jewelry debt. Some people forget that they got a jewelry loan.
Oh,
that's a big one. That fucks people up.
Okay, so funny story, right?
Go ahead.
Remember when I was married to a single mom?
Yeah.
So I got the ring on credit, right?
Oh man,
because I don't want to. I don't want to.
Everybody does that though. Everybody does that.
Yeah. So it was like, because back then I was making like what, $7 an hour.
Yeah.
It was like $1,000 for the ring, right? So, mind you, I never missed a payment, but that loan was there even after I got rid of the ring. After that year, even though I sold it to the pawn shop, whatever, it was still there. So, guys, very important. Jewelry debt, you need to pay it off as well. So,
yep. So okay, so once you figure out where you stand, where your bankruptcies are, everything else like that, what the issues are. Well, actually, we're not out of order. We just came up with like what you need to fix.
Yeah.
But let's assume you have no credit. Okay. So we talked about what you need to fix. You need to pay off collections first. You need to pay off the 90 days, 60 days, and then 30 days delinquent. And then if you're below 30 days, it's not that big a deal. Just pay it. If you get a fee, call the credit card company. They're going to get rid of that fee, bro. Yep. People make mistakes. It is what it is. But collections got to get paid 90 days, 60 days, and 30 days in that order, because the longer the debt has been standing, the more it's going to fuck you up. Now, that's assuming you have credit and to fix it. Now, let's assume you don't have any credit at all. Okay. Like you're a brand new guy, you don't have any credit, whatever it is.
Immigrants stand up.
Immigrants out there, young guys, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna get an easy to get credit card. Okay, you're gonna get a secure credit card, right, guys? That's write that down. You're gonna get a secure credit card if you have no credit, or really, really bad credit. You need to get something else to fix yourself up.
You need money in the bank though.
And a secured credit card, basically, guys, all it is basically you put money towards a credit card that's how do I say this? Kind of like an insurance policy. It's prepaid, right? And if you don't pay the debt, the bank holds the credit card. Okay. A good secure credit card, guys, is Discover It.
There you go.
Okay. Go ahead and apply for that. You'll probably get accepted. It's an easy to get credit card, and it has some benefits on top of that with some like cash back and everything else like that. It's a fantastic starter credit card. Anyone that's a credit card person knows that that's like one of the best starter credit cards and one of the best secure credit cards for people that are just getting into the game. Okay. Discover It. Secure. If you don't want to do that, or you want to try another route, what you can do is you can be a co-user or a co-credit card user on your parents' or a friend's credit card line. That will also help you get an established line of credit and also help you go a little bit faster.
Yo, that's a cheat code, man.
That's another
Imagine
cheat code.
This, right?
Giving y'all niggas jumps.
Your parents or your aunt, your cousin, your uncle has a very good credit score, right? They put you on a credit card and they're paying their bills every month, right? So imagine this. You got a 0 score, right? They got like an 820, 770, whatever it might be. They're paying high bills on a credit score. You're on there. That 0 goes up to like 200, 300, 400. In like 6 months, you're going to have a high credit score because guess what? You're leveraging and binging off of their credit that's been there for years, right? So that's a good way to get into the game. Obviously, you need some trust between that person and yourself. And the bad thing is, though, if they don't pay their bills, it's gonna mess you up. So make sure the person is very trustworthy. They always pay on time, like a mother or father that you trust. The other side of it, though, is if you have a good credit score and you put someone on, if they mess it up or whatever, it's gonna affect you. So just keep that in mind. You can leverage your parents or your friends' score to help you grow as well.
Yeah. So guys, and there's other credit card companies that have it as well. Discover has the Discover It secured credit card. I know Capital One has one. Yeah. Pretty much every major credit card company has some kind of basic secured card. Whatever one you guys want to use, go ahead. But from what I've been told, from the credit card snobs, that seems to be the best one with all the added perks and benefits. But apply for the one that you're going to get accepted for, guys. You know what I'm saying? This is getting your feet in the water.
And this is what I did back in the day. It's kind of risky, but like I read the whole book, and it's kind of like a jump start to what I did. So what I did was I went to a buy a pay here, and I got a credit. I went to get to a buy a pay here, right? And I bought a Toyota Corolla, 1992, right? Now I had the cash for it up front, but I wanted to build credit really fast. So what I did was I bought it. I put on like I think like 2 bands. So I owed 2 bands more, and I was gonna pay it off in 6 months to like 8 months, right? So I made the payments. Remember, I had a zero, pretty much like a 0 score, right? So they were trusting me to pay it off of my word and off of my bank account, right? Long story short, I'm paying a high interest rate though. I'm paying like a lot of money for high interest rate, right? But after that 6 months was done, boom, score shot up. So I paid off a full car with a 0 score. So that jumped my credit score by a lot. So guys, that's one way you could do it too as well. It's kind of risky because you're paying a high interest rate, but if you can pay it off, you got the money, then that's another way you can do it as well.
So basically, guys, if you have no credit, right?